past experiences. Ironically, she was once a victim of school bullying herself. At the beginning of the film, Yao witnessed a girl transfer schools after being bullied by classmates. That girl was Tang Xiaomi. When she enters a new environment to avoid becoming a target again, she chooses the most tragic path, becoming an even more powerful bully. Tang Xiaomi soon falls for Qiming, the golden boy, adored by everyone. But Qiming's special concern for Yi Yao plants a seed of jealousy in her heart, because Qiming stayed to look after Yi Yao when she fainted from illness. He missed Tang Xiaomi's birthday party. This seed quickly took root and grew into a towering malice. By a stroke of chance, the malicious Tang Xiaomi follows Yi Yao to a dingy, run-down clinic. Coupled with the flyers about skin diseases she saw at the clinic's entrance, she immediately put the pieces together. She held up her phone, a predatory grin of excitement flashing across her face like a hunter finding prey. This secret she uncovered became her most vicious weapon against Yi Yao. Soon, through Tang Xiaomi's calculated spreading of rumors, the news of Yi Yao's illness spread throughout the campus like a plague. Yi Yao, already marginalized for her poverty overnight, became the primary target for the entire school's mockery and emotional venting. Pathogen became her new name. Classmates attacked her with the vilest language, eyeing her with contempt, curiosity, and a twisted sense of excitement. Red ink was splashed onto her uniform. Leftover food was dumped into a lunch tray, and notes with insulting slurs were pinned to her back. Things escalated even further on the playground, where a mob surrounded her and poured a basin of filthy water over her head. In this collective carnival of cruelty, those self-proclaimed good students may not have lifted a finger, but they looked on coldly and whispered in the shadows. Their silence and inaction rendered them the largest group of silent accomplices in this bullying. What drove Yi Yao to utter despair was that throughout this ordeal, no one wanted to hear her explanation. No one cared about the truth. They simply found it entertaining to humiliate her, treating it as a rare diversion from the monotony of school life. I believe Tang Xiaomi's character serves as a profound warning. She vividly illustrates the concept that violence is contagious. Her jealousy and hatred toward Yi Yao stem from more than just Qiming. She projected all the self-loathing from her own past as a victim entirely onto Yi Yao. It was as if by doing so, she could sever ties with her own shameful past. Thus, violence and malice spread like a virus. It spreads from one person to another. What makes school bullying so terrifying is precisely its collective nature. The mentality that there is safety in numbers, which allows every participant to shirk their responsibility without a trace of guilt. They never realized that it was these countless seemingly insignificant acts of malice that converged into a mountain heavy enough to crush a person. Just as Yi Yao was about to be swallowed by endless darkness, a ray of light shone in from an unexpected direction. This person was Gu Sangxi, mischievous and rebellious. He possessed a heart kinder and purer than any of the honor students. Their first meeting was quite dramatic. Yi Yao reached into a pool to retrieve her bag maliciously thrown in by classmates. Gu Sengxi happened to pass by, and mistaking her for being suicidal, howled her out of the water. This absurd misunderstanding became the only splash of color in Yi Yao's otherwise bleak youth. Who would commit suicide in such a shallow pool? You could have just squatted down. Zhengxi was like a rising sun. When Yi Yao confessed her illness to him, he didn't show the disgust or contempt others did. Instead, he comforted her in a relaxed and warm manner.
But some kids get it when they're only a few years old. And what did those kids do wrong? You don't necessarily get it that way.
For Yi Yao, who had long been burdened by heavy shackles, these words made her feel understood and respected. For the first time, Gu Zengxi believed in her and encouraged her to learn to fight back. Under Gu Zengxi's influence, Yi Yao's inner strength began to resurface. When a classmate stuck chewing gum in her hair again, she didn't hesitate to stick it right back onto them. When someone called her a pathogen behind her back, Gu Zengxi would accidentally hit them with perfectly aimed basketballs. In the cafeteria, when a boy deliberately knocked over her tray and then shifted the blame onto her, Yi Yao finally snapped. She grabbed a cleaning hose and charged frantically at those who had bullied her amidst the spraying water. She felt an unprecedented sense of catharsis and relief. Gu Zengxi's presence did more than just protect Yi Yao. More importantly, he helped her reclaim her dignity as a human being. He shattered the inherent power balance between the bully and the victim. It shows us that when facing bullying, blind tolerance only invites more intensified abuse. Only by bravely showing one's fangs can one carve out a space for survival. Meanwhile, another form of warmth arrived in a tragic manner. Desperate for medical fees, Yi Yao tried to steal money from home, only to be caught red-handed by her mother. During the heated confrontation, Yi Yao's long repressed emotions finally erupted. Crying, she defended herself, shouting that she hadn't been reckless, that she never went to hotels and never used anyone else's towel. When the word towel hit Lin Fenghua's ears, she froze instantly. Her gaze fell blankly upon that old towel hanging on the wall. Her memory flashed back to the afternoon the greasy guest visited in that moment. All the pieces of the puzzle fell into place. The truth, like a razor-sharp blade, pierced through her numb heart. This woman who usually did nothing but abuse and berate her daughter suddenly raised her hand and with all her might dealt herself a resounding slap across the face. That slap was laden with bottomless guilt and a long overdue sense of heartache. She stepped forward and took her daughter's hand with an unprecedented sense of resolve. "I'm taking you to see a doctor." The glow of the sunset, the silhouettes of the mother and daughter walking together, stretched long into the distance. Yao finally received this long overdue motherly love. Her illness was cured. Her mother also began to learn how to express her care, albeit clumsily. Life finally seemed to be getting back on track seeing this. I feel that her mother's love had always been there. It was merely distorted by the grueling hardships of life. This plot also reminds us that love and understanding are the ultimate cures for all wounds. Another warm moment comes from Gu Yusengshi's twin sister Gu Sengxiang. Gentle and kind, she is a true campus idol. Once Yi Yao got her period in the restroom, but had no pads, and was mocked by others. It was Gu Sengxiang who passed the scented sanitary pad to her through the door crack. Yi Yao later told Qi Ming, "I never knew that scented sanitary pads even existed in this world."